Hey guys, Hat Guy with the picks here. I am bringing you the World Series Game 2 tonight. Tonight we got Atlanta at Houston. And then, unless you live underneath a rock, and this is your first time here, you know the World Series is going on. And it was going on in a big way last night. Yeah, we'll get to it. In this game, Houston opened up at a minus 111 favorite. That is a favorite, but it's really not. It's really a pick'em game. Yeah. The total opened up at 8.5, and it sits at 8.5. Now, Atlanta took game one with a convincing 6-2 final. Solar got it started by a lead-off home run, which actually made history last night. And when I think about it, it almost blows my mind that no one else ever in a World Series up to 2021, no team ever had a leadoff home run. Last night was the first ever leadoff home run in a World Series. In that game, Charlie Morton, he shut down the Astros for the time being that he was in there. He threw two and 1/3 inning before fracturing his leg. And let's hope that he's okay. There's not another player that's been to more World Series over the past handful of years than Charlie Morton. Somehow he finds a way to get to the World Series about every year. He got there with Houston, he got there with Tampa Bay, now he's getting there with Atlanta. Yeah. And he's going to be beneficial in the bullpen also. I mean, having all that experience, able to shed that with other guys in there, yeah, that's helpful. That's helpful. Keeping them calm. The bullpen was money last night. They struck out 8 Astros. Minter got the win. Houston really didn't produce any hard-hit balls against Atlanta. Yeah, they had 2 runs scored, but they came on a fielder's choice and a ground out. That's how they got their 2 runs. The starters for Game 2 is Max Fried for Atlanta. He's 1-1 in the postseason with a 3.78 ERA. He's thrown 16.2 innings. He has 17 Ks, and he's only given up 2 free bases in the playoffs. And for Houston, Urquidy will get the ball tonight to open it up. To open it up. Because that's what he's going to be tonight. He's going to be the can opener. They will look to get, I'm going to say 2 or 3 innings out of him. They're probably hoping to get him through one full lineup, 9 batters. That's probably what they're looking to get out of him. And then they're going to hand the ball over to Christian Javier. And he'll be taking the ball from him. Javier in the postseason, lights out. He's thrown 7.2 innings. He's given up 3 hits and 0 runs. Lights out. Urquidy, he's had 1 appearance in the playoffs. He gave up 6 runs, 5 hits, and 2 walks to Boston on October 18th. And the last time he pitched before that was on October 3rd. There's a difference from giving a guy a rest day and giving a healthy pitcher just 15 days off. Once again, you guys know me. I make no excuses for myself or any other players, but that's a long time just to come back from a regular season game against the A's, and now you're thrusted into the lineup that I haven't pitched in 15 days. Yes, he's a professional player, yes. But they also need certain things. And pitching every 5 days is something pitchers are accustomed to. But he got smacked around against Boston. Yeah. Fried's last outing, it definitely wasn't his best showing either. He gave up 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 home runs in 4 2/3 innings in the NLCS versus the Dodgers. Definitely not his best outing either. The lefty will definitely try to improve on last game. Atlanta's bullpen was used pretty heavy last night. They used 4 different arms outside of this starter, with all of them throwing at least 1 inning. So check this out. So on the year, the Astros are number 1 in Major League Baseball with a team batting average of .268 on the year. Their last 3, they're batting .274. Last night, they batted .229. The Braves on the year, they rank 11th in Major League Baseball with a team average of .244. Now, .244 and .268 may not sound like a very wide margin. That is a huge margin. Huge margin. Their last 3, the Braves have batted .257, and last night the Braves batted .316. What we got out of the Braves last night is about as good as the Braves could play. I think that's the best we can see out of them. Looking at the numbers, crunching the numbers, playoffs, what's at stake. They reached a peak last night that probably not too many people could have imagined in the first place. They batted .316 as a team. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see that happening again tonight. What I see tonight is I see the Astros bringing a focused lineup. They have the best lineup in baseball from top to bottom. Other people can argue with that fact, but when we look at numbers, facts are facts. And I see him hitting Fried. I see him hitting them hard. I see him hitting them hard early, putting a couple runs up in the first couple innings. And that confidence is definitely going to be flowing over to the pitchers as well. The Astros are 9-3 in the last 12 overall. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games as the favorite. They're 5-1 in their last 6 interleague home games. Obviously, their one game that they lost was last night. They're 10-4 in their last 14 playoff games. I see tonight it being on a much leveler playing field with 2 teams coming out of the dugouts at the beginning of the game, putting yesterday's game behind them. And I see the Astros coming out ultra focused. And I see him getting the momentum early. I do. And I see him keeping that momentum in the game. And I see Astros tying up the series tonight at 1. Now, the Astros are the slightest of the favorites at -111. Your World Series Game 2 pick tonight, obviously, is take the Houston Astros. I want to thank you guys for the love, support, shares, the likes, all that good stuff. I just ask you continue to do it. You know what we're going to do. We're going to get back to getting this cash.